All right, now, y'all, we got Autumn Shimata with us today. And do I have your permission, your consent to publicly broadcast this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, Autumn, you are someone that I met while you were working, and I invited you to come dancing sometime, and I felt like I just kind of like knew ya, like I knew your face, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet bro, and you're super nice. And I feel like you, like, something that I really love about you is that you have a very like open and inviting spirit. And you did talk about how your favorite thing is like that you can laugh at anything. After knowing more about that, I really like that too. I think that's really cool because just knowing like more about it, I feel like I can understand like the genuine nature that comes behind that. And I think that's what I like the most about it, you know? So yeah, we're gonna dive right into what you feel like you would like to express and share about who you are. And I'd love to hear about the way that you were raised, and if you feel like what pains you experienced created who you are today.
Okay, so, I mean, you talked about how I said that I can pretty much laugh at anything. I feel like going through life and what I have, just realizing that if you can laugh, you're going to make it out okay, and, like, everything's going to be okay, so that's kind of where I come from with that. And it was really awesome meeting you when I was working, actually. I was really stoked because I just met you, like, walking down the road and dancing, and I was really impressed by that. So, yeah, I'm glad that I met you, too. And then you said something about talking about just childhood and kind of what shaped me and what pains brought me to where I am. So, living here in Utah, this is kind of a general, like, large thing that happens, but I grew up LDS, and I was the first daughter, and I have 3 older brothers, and I was treated very differently. Just, you know, my brothers got to go camping with my dad, and I stayed home and worked with my mom a lot, and, like, just seeing that, it was really hard because I couldn't go, like, four-wheeling with the boys, or I couldn't go on Boy Scout trips.
That does make you feel very different. Very different.
So different. Yeah, and it was really hard feeling just like that separation, and I feel like there's nothing that one gender can do that the other can't, and that's definitely shaped me quite a bit. So.
And exactly what we were talking about before the interview is that separation is what gives people pain. And the more that you don't love yourself, the closer you are to becoming a pedophile. I know that sounds disgusting, but why do you think pedophiles do the things that they do? Sorry, just gonna express that. And so, I don't know, I just felt like it needed to be said, but we talked about it before.
No self-love and just feeling so different from other people that they, like, want to take power from others.
Exactly, take power. That's the thing, is like knowing that you're connected to everything, you know that you have all the power that you would want. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about more things to do with like your pain growing up. What other like parts of life you want to share?
Honestly, I grew up in a really, really privileged life, and there was a long time where I struggled with just feelings of immense sadness, and I was diagnosed with depression, although I don't really like cling to that. Because just going through like teenage years, and like I just had these feelings of immense sadness, but I didn't feel justified in feeling sad because I knew, you know, I have food at my house, I have parents that love each other, I have like a family, I don't get abused in my like daily life and stuff like that, and so I knew that I was privileged, but I also knew that I was really sad, and so that was hard.
Can I interrupt? I feel like the reason that we're sad about that is because when you have all your basic needs covered, food, shelter, and, you know, water, you start realizing that everyone in the world should have this peace, and you feel like that is overwhelming to help all those people. When you don't have quite enough to do more than to feed yourself.
Especially as a kid, you just don't realize, like you're starting to realize what power you do have and what you do have in life, but you don't know how to share that. You don't have like the facilities to really bring that out.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like when you're a kid, you actually do know things differently than your parents, and it's hard to express that, and that's why I'm such an advocate for children. I think it's kind of like I raised my siblings, and my mom had PTSD, which caused her depression. So basically, I had to run a lot of the household, okay? And, like, I realized that there were things that I was figuring out because I had to be an adult, that I was like, why won't my parents listen to what I have to say about this solution, because I'm the one that has to deal with all the problem.
Yeah. So I actually just recently read a book called The Little Prince, and it actually talks a lot about how adults are fixed in a certain way, and, like, they have their own worlds, and kids see things differently, and it's hard to, like, comprehend how another adult thinks because of just, like, the different life experiences, and just they've gone through so much of life that has shaped them to be who they are. But I hopefully, as I grow up, will be able to continue to have, like, an open mind and an open heart, and, like, I don't know, that's kind of what it talks about.
Don't you feel like when you get older, it's just easier to accept everyone for who they are? I feel like that's something that comes with, like, time and age, and it's like, I feel like the older you are spiritually or whatever, you just understand that it really is all about unconditional love, no matter what culture, gender, whatever the fuck you are, you know?
And that's actually one thing that I was really grateful for with my parents, because I do know that a lot of times in, like, the LDS religion, people will grow up and they see so much judgment. But with my family, I've always seen and learned to grow up with just unconditional love, just realizing that everybody has their own paths and there's no way that you could comprehend that. So and as I do get older, I do realize that I mean,
that's a cool saying, though. I mean, what you just said is you can't even comprehend other people's lives. What a smart thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is my baby, Doobie.
Doobie, 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 doobie.
I honestly feel like another thing that's helped me to kind of have a lot of love is my dog. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
God, that I get to bring him everywhere.
Yeah, what else?
Be my companion.
What else makes you feel like you just love life and you love yourself?
Dancing, which is why I'm super grateful that I met you, and I do feel like we've known each other before, because just dancing with you is super fun, freeing, and it's almost like childlike, because I don't even have to, you know, think about the rest of life. It's almost freeing, you know? It's like everything falls away.
It is hard being a kid in an adult body. Well, you know, and, like, in ways that are not, like, immature, but just, like, playful.
Yeah.
You know? Because around all these other people, they're, like, if people aren't playful, you just don't get it.
For sure. And that's why, even in awkward situations, if people aren't being playful or aren't being humorous, still laughing, you know? Because, I mean, you got to keep that part of you, that childlike and wonder and just amusement. So,
dude, now I'm on to you. I'm gonna, like, see which nervous laughs you're laughing and which are...
each one's different, too. It gets weird.
There's a bunch of different ones?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like other things that kind of shaped me growing up, I moved to Alaska, so that was really cool, living out there.
Yeah.
Going with crystals and stuff.
With crystals?
Yeah, like stones and rocks and crystals and gems and stuff. So that was really awesome. That's one of my big passions now.
Whoa.
So that was awesome.
Cool.
And while I was out there, I got this book called The Crystal Bible, and in one of the descriptions for one of the crystals, called the rhodochrosite, which is one of my favorite ones, it says that it'll help you to attract soulmates and like your love. And then it goes on to explain that soulmates are the people that, like, help you to learn your biggest lessons in life.
Do you feel like you should be your own soulmate before you look for another one?
Absolutely. I don't think that looking for them really helps. The law of attraction does not apply to soulmates.
Yeah.
They just kind of you both gotta be there at the same time. You can't just be the only one that's there. And so, showing up for yourself is definitely first and foremost.
Another great one by Autumn. The little philosopher here.
I definitely like thinking.
Yeah. You know, I tend to gravitate towards people that think.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Being in your brain.
Wouldn't that be a hoot? No, I gravitate towards everyone because I love everyone, even if they're dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're dumb. No.
And then they laugh and try and get smarter, hopefully, at that
And you
point.
know what? That's the thing is, like, it's, sometimes you just want to be dumb, and that's cool. Whatever is helping you.
And sometimes people
fill
put
your
on that
cup.
mask
Yeah.
to other people just to, like...
Well, you don't want people to
Fill that
pretend
role.
that they're smarter than they are either, right? It's like, you know.
Just be who you are. Be who you is.
Yeah, be who y'all shits are. Oh, we're over 10 minutes, son. Okay.
I figured so.
But, is there anything else you want to add?
I hope that everybody in this life finds reasons to giggle and laugh.
Aw, you would say something like that.
Yeah.
Thank Bee and Goddess, and remember to pay your tithing to her, which is to yourself, and that's $50 every 2 seconds, so you might want to work on that. And I just want to remind everyone to hurry up and enjoy your life.